The center fielder, number 16.
Here comes a pitch. And that one a little below the knees. And we're underway here in the home opener.
First pitch, 12 noon.
Righty delivers. And another ball.
No strike.
The pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in her mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next is the designated hitter, looking for her first big league hit right here. On the ground, and that should be extra bases. Around third. She scores and they have the lead. 1-0. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 18.
So up next, McCoy, trying to pick up her first knock in the big leagues. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Freeman. Run scores, and that makes it 2-0 as they get the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but she wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's a big power threat. Pollard. First pitch misses. Glass now. When you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Next offering upstairs.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. In the air out towards right center. Sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Let's take a look at our lineup. Two outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Ncaa. 2 hits for her in yesterday's game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
Glass now, ready to deal. And that's outside. Ball 3. 2 outs, base is empty. Hit to right, on the move towards the line. Grabs it on the run, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. The Ducks with the lead 2-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today's starting pitcher, Chambers.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Mookie Betts will get us started.
For Los Angeles.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that she can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one in triple digits. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Not in time. He's safe. Catcher coming out to check on her. It looked like it got her on her back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for her in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how she looks. But to me, it appears she's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Man at first, Miguel Rojas at the plate. And that one hammered. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. He sends a rocket to left. It's 2-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat move. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Freddie Freeman in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
Freddie Freeman delivered a masterclass in 2023. Freeman and Betts fed off of each other's success, and it helped Freeman produce a 977 OPS, 29 home runs, and more than 100 RBIs. That's a great season.
Left-hand batter waits. That one misses. And now 3-0. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of her in the first.
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but she just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on her even more.
The pitch. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. First pitch just misses. That clips the corner.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Tied up here in the early going. He goes down looking. And that's the first strikeout of her major league career.
Yeah, and it could be the first of many if she meets the goal she set for herself and the expectation others have for her. She doesn't want to just win games. She wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a pitcher, even if she doesn't have power stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes her stand up a little bit taller.
And he takes a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. She paints the edges, I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The other way. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So first and second with one gone. Now it's going to be James Outman. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And the pitch. A big swing and a miss.
That was straight queso right there.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Two on, 1 out. Battling here as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
The catcher.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Fought off foul. Freeman, the lead runner out at second. Hernandez on at first with 2 down. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, that's textbook pitching right there. I mean, she executed those first 2 pitches perfectly.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show.
This is what I'm made for. Every single moment that I'm living, I can feel it on the stage.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Ncaa. Glasnow back to work. Glasnow, a 6'8" righty, 225 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. That one catches the zone. That's strike 2. Eric Summerskill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Oh, no pitcher's going to argue at all. Quick work on the 3-pitch strikeout right there. Started her with the slider in the zone to jump ahead and then sped her up with the fastball for strike 2. At that point, you can go a lot of different directions. He put her in the rocky chair by going back to the slider, this time out of the zone, and got her to chase for the punch-out.
Now it's the power speed combo. Abby Steffen. That's in there. Going 1. One out, base is empty. Strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
2 is the count.
One down, base is empty. Stays alive. The pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. She goes down looking. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the
Number
shortstop. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Ball one there. Swings through that one for strike two.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
And that's in the dirt. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Good eye in that spot.
She's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at her and determine whether it's a ball or strike if she swings or not.
And here it comes. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on.
I love this part of the game. Does she really want to try and steal second against this catcher? We know she's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And he deals. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Number 16.
Here's the center fielder. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Two on, 2 outs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And that's a strikeout booking. Huge call, 3rd strike against a big bat to end the inning.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Left-hand hitter waits. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up and in. Now 2-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Cox collects, fires to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Chris Taylor down. First offering, and it just misses. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
All over that one right there. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Mookie now. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. First pitch just misses. Turns and fires to Betts. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Squeezes it.
Down that second baseman. Miguel Rojas.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. He's already homered here in this one. On the corner for a strike. 0-1.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Chambers checks over to first, and he's back. In the air out to center. She makes the grab, and that is the inning. 2 innings in the book, and it's 2-2. Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And now, number 12. And the right-hander back to work. That's in for a strike.
So impressed that he went right after her on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
That one's in there. 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Right-hander kicks, deals.
1 ball.
Pitches in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Ball 1. And a swing and a miss. Now 1-1.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
McCoy will hit next. That one the other way. He's got it. There's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And here's the first baseman, Pollard. She's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. Righty to the plate. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Kicks and deals. That one misses, and it's 3-2. there, pretty deep out to center field. Drifts towards it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. We go to the bottom of the third, all even at 2 apiece. Back here in L.A., bottom of the inning. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Freddie Freeman.
She deals. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And now the lefty. And it is 2-1. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. Upstairs. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Who doesn't love to watch Shohei play baseball? I mean, voters certainly did when they made him the unanimous choice for MVP in the American League in 2023. It was an easy choice. He had that award wrapped up by August.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, as expected, Ohtani was great on the mound and at the plate that year. He struck out more than 11 batters every 9 innings he pitched and hit 44 home runs in the process.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
She's got a great feel for her breaking ball today.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Next one just misses. And the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch in the dirt. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the catcher, Ncaa Cox.
Ncaa Cox.
The pitch. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. Ncaa Cox with her first major league home run, a special moment in her young career. And who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for her.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if she gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Oliveras, and being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
And now Shaw. And that's a little bit high.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Clips the corner, and it's 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside. Nobody on, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Bounced out to short. Betts. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Well, we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And now the big-time power threat, Abby Steffen.
And there's one thing on her mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And there's a ball.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. Sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
And that's outside.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
At the belt and fires. That one lifted to left. Hernandez settles underneath it. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, number 5.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop. She has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. First pitch misses. That one missed.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge her.
That misses. And now 3-0. Number 25 in the on deck circle. Here's a 3-0. Hit in the air, center field. Under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the center fielder, James Outman. Chambers back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
She's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Oh, and 2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
In the air, left side. Settles under it. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, the catcher.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Now it catches the corner for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. She's got the stuff, obviously, and right there she used it to put her opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Muncy takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
She's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. She just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Here at Chavez Ravine, and now the right fielder, number 25.
When she steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. She is so settled in there. She owns the home plate area.
And the righty deals. In the air, right field. And that is a foul ball. The pitch. And now 1-2. And the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Righty delivers. And another ball.
Well, this is a hitter that can be frustrating for pitchers because she fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And down on strikes. Another strikeout for Glasnow.
Well, he throws her with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of bowling. You think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Number 16 stands in now and watches strike 1. On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 12.
And now the DH, 1 for 2 in the game. She tripled and scored in the first. Just missed. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Tap back up the middle. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Ducks have the lead 3-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Chris Taylor.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but she's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about her mental makeup as a pitcher.
0-1's the count.
The wind of the pitch. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a 1-2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
The 1-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect her to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, she's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Here's Mookie now. In the first pitch, misses for ball 1. Betts, in his 10th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 1 down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. This one in the air, center field. And Betts is set down. 2 up, 2 down. So digging in, Miguel Rojas. He's already homered in this game. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
And there's a foul ball. Going to count 1 and 2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what she comes back with next.
Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. And we're back. Here's some real power at the plate. McCoy.
Number 18.
And the pitch. That one fouled off. Foul ball there. The pitch comes up empty as she chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets her 1 away on a drop third strike.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Pollard. First pitch, and he just misses. One down, base is empty. Outside corner, there's a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Lace down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Not stopping. She's going for 3. The relay throw. The tag.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut her down at third. She probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get her. You just have to tip your cap.
Here's the catcher to hit, Ncaa. She's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
And now the 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. And she's in at second with a 2-out double. Well, Ncaa, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down. It's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now the left fielder, Ncaa. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Runner at second. Gets her to chase after that one. Moving in the bullpen, Joe Kelly getting ready to go. Ncaa also getting ready. And the right-hander deals. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
She had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Ball 1 there.
Count 1-0.
That pitch is downstairs.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And that's a strike. The wind of the pitch. And now it's 3-2. Shohei Ohtani up next. Payoff pitch. That one down the line. Boots it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. Next to hit, Shohei Ohtani. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Shaw going back, and that one hops the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones when you got to make her pay. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
One out, runner at second. And now Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 2. Out front with the swing, and that is strike
0-1
one.
the count.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Here comes the 0-1. And there's a ball. With the tying run at second here in the bottom of the sixth. That one not close. And that's ball two. Swings and misses, struck him out. Had him out front for strike three.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
James Outman digs in now. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Ball misses. Out at third, and that ends the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning with a pitcher on the mound, Joe Kelly.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Abby Steffen getting ready to hit. She's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And a pitch. That clips the corner. Right-handed reliever. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. And he deals. Outside low. 1-2 the count. Wouldn't chase that time. Up and in, 3-2 now. And that's ball 4.
Her ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of her career since day one.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because she can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
She might want to steal second in this spot, but she's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. She needs to pick her spot very wisely.
Misses outside. Ball 2. Chris with that distraction and a speedy runner at first. She's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Steffen on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hernandez snags it on the run. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Singy, she covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These hitters are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
0-1, no strike.
Right-hander kick steals. Little chopper rolls foul.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Kicks and deals. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch her, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Kicks and fires. Oh,
First base.
can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. He had 2 strikes on her, and he hit her.
Number 16.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the center fielder. 1 for 3.
One 0.
It's a pitch out. Nothing doing, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
No strike.
Righty to the plate. Wouldn't
That's
chase
ball
that
3.
time. Number 12.
I got 3 and
Waiting for a turn at the plate. Three-one now. That's ripped. Base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're
Number
so
12.
much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. She got a pitch that she knew she could handle, allowed herself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and she hit the ball on the screws.
Down the number 2 hitter. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Right through there for a strike. And a pitch. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 1
First
strike.
and second, 2 down. Here are the top half of inning number 7. Next offer in there for a strike. And they count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
They tried to get her to chase on a slider down and away. And she chases that one. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Bottom of the 7th. Now here is James Outman.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters she's set to face batting from the left side, same side she throws from.
Action in the pen down there. Number 10 preparing to come on if needed. Moorholm warming up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
On a line. Dives for it.